Hi, Coach.
Hi.
Obviously it's been a while since you guys have played the Valkyries, but I think the Valkyries have kind of described themselves as this very dangerous team from an opposing coach perspective. What sort of makes the Valkyries a dangerous team?
I was just saying this to somebody recently that when you combine um, a level of compete, play hard with talent and buy-in, that's about as dangerous as you can get. And then obviously, the add in, if they're playing here, it's been incredible to watch. Not necessarily excited that it's now our turn to be back here, but they've got it going on for sure.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
You guys have been on top of at the top of the league kind of all season, but now with just a couple games left, what are the things that you want to fine tune through the end? And how do you reflect on a season where you have been,
Yeah.
one of the best teams all year, but now you have to take it to a whole other level entering the postseason?
Yeah. Not exactly easy to do, because it's taken a lot of work to finish where we're going to finish. And I wouldn't say we're in fine-tune mode. We're trying to keep our edge. There's certainly we learned so much about ourselves. I think we're pretty well fine-tuned at this point. It's a matter of now just opponents. What do you do to take them out of what they're great at, which we generally do during the regular season as well. But can we go to another level? That's going to be a question. And I think for us, these remaining games for us I want to see us compete to win a basketball game. I'm not in this mode of these games don't matter, and I don't want our players to be in that space either. Mm.
Coach, how much of a change have you seen, sort of off Kenzo's question about the Valkyries now being the first WNBA team in their first season to make the playoffs? I mean, how much has that changed the way they are from the time you've seen them, the first games you played this season?
Well, I told Natalie when we were here, I think we were here early June. We ran into each other on the street. And I told her then, I thought she was doing an incredible job at that point. And then now you add, the experiences that they have together. Not surprised at all to see where they are. And um, I know this, I would not want to be the next expansion teams because that the bar is really high for them.
Coach, you have a couple players going into the Hall of Fame this weekend
Yeah.
in Sylvia and Maya. Obviously, I'm sure you would like to be there. Schedule doesn't work out this year for you, but what are your thoughts on Sylvia and Maya getting into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, just being in touch with both of them. Um, Syl sent her usual day of game message and said, "Hey, game day." And I said, "The heck with game day. This is induction day. This is incredible." And I just told her how proud I was and thankful that I had a chance to be, some part of a journey and watch her up close, just become, what she did for us and helped us win a couple of championships and what she means to our franchise, left an indelible mark, not just on our franchise, but the WNBA. And obviously, Maya, what an incredible career and was a part of our franchise becoming who we are. A young rookie was exactly the superstar that the Lynx needed, in that we had incredibly selfless stars already. And then you throw in someone like Maya, who was so incredibly talented. It was just the perfect mix of players. Same thing I share with Maya. Just glad I got to have some small part, up close and watch her greatness. My son, who didn't necessarily see her play, he's 10. He didn't necessarily see her play, but he's learned a lot about her. He became a huge fan of the WNBA, particularly last year. He just went to another level, and the NBA 2K is only with WNBA players. And he searched high and low for rosters that have Maya Moore on them. He's read Maya's book. And so, it's really cool because he keeps it fresh in my mind. He asked me about Maya all the time. What made her great? What did she do? And I just said, buddy, she did a thing that you can't script that nobody else could do, and you just had to let her go. No such thing as a bad shot. You just let her go do her thing. And I was blessed to have a chance to be a part of her career. Leah,
Hey, Cheryl.
Hey.
Defensively tonight, knowing that Alana Smith is going to be resting. What are some of your focuses and maybe even special concerns you may have for this team with your best defensive player out of this one? Or
Yeah,
one?
obviously it's a challenge, and we have done well when we have been kind of down a player for one reason or the other, and so I'm confident in Jess Shepard's ability to to do her thing in her way. It won't look like Lan. It'll be in her way. Golden State poses different challenges than, shot blocking, et cetera, at the rim. It's not necessarily, we got to defend a 3-point line in a big time way. We've got to guard penetration. We got to play our team defense. So whether that's Lan out there or whether that's Jess in there, our goals are going to be the same.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thanks.